I will be showing my code for practice number 5, which is recursion. So first of all, here's the factorial function which I created. As you can see, it first validates that we have no negative input, just to make sure that the user gives the correct a number that is correct in order to calculate the factorial. And as long as the input is negative, it will keep asking the user to input a new number. Then we have our base case, which is either 1 or 0, just in case they actually input a 0, in which case the factorial is going to be 1. And then we can, in any other case, we're gonna call the function again with the number that was the one given previously, -1, times that very same number. And then we have our Fibonacci sequence functions. For this, I created 2 functions. So first, I want to show this one, which is the actual Fibonacci calculation. Basically what this does is it receives a number and then it calculates that number in the Fibonacci sequence. So if I give it a number 9, it will calculate the 9th number in the Fibonacci sequence. Of course, every time the user inputs a number that is less than 2, it will just return a 1, which in this case is just 1. Also, I have this this return statement right here, which calls Fibonacci the same function for both the previous and the previous number to the previous one, in order to do the summations for those, and then it's going to call it over and over until it reaches the base case. And then I have this function right here, which basically helps us actually print the sequence up to the nth number, because it calls it just keeps. So how this works is it calculates every number in the Fibonacci sequence over and over up to the number that the user requested. So the way this works is it gets this number. First, of course, it verifies that the number we want is at least one element in the Fibonacci sequence, and then it's going to print out the result for the first one, and then keep calling the function with the next one, and so on until it reaches the nth number. And then once it does, once it is about to reach the number, it just prints an enter just to finish printing of the sentence. So now I want to show you how this works. So I have, as you can see, I have 2 test cases for the factorial. Of course, I'm gonna add another one right here just to make sure that you can validate what happens with negative numbers. Of course, it's going to print -1. So this is what happens if I just give it a -1 right there. Then for Fibonacci, we have 2 parameters. So this one is always going to be a constant 0. It doesn't look so fancy as it would within iterative solution, but let's just go with that for now, for the sake of using recursion. And then this is the number of elements we want to print. So if I change this one right here to a 6, it's going to print out the first 6 Fibonacci sequence numbers. So I want to show you how this works. I'm going to clear out my bash right here. And then let me just compile this again. There you go, we have it compiled, and then I'm just going to call the function. So it's going to run the main, and then we can see that the factorial of 5 is 120. With the factorial of 13 is this real big number right here. I actually used the long int data type just to make sure that it could handle bigger numbers. And then as we can see, we have our negative, our factorial of -1. So it's just telling me that, hey, you gave me a negative input, so what should I change it to just to make it a valid input? And let's just add another negative, just so that it needs to ask us again. There you go. So let's just again give me the factorial of, I don't know, let's just go with 6. And then of course it's going to print this because this is hard coded right here, but we already know that it is the factorial of 6. And then it printed out the first 9 numbers from the Fibonacci sequence. So as you can see, there's 3 right here, 3, 3, that makes up 9. There you go. And then I call this function right here, which is telling me that, hey, you need to give me a number that is at least 1, just to be annoying with this code. I'm gonna input at 0, then again it's going to tell me that, you know, 0 needs to be greater or equal to 1. So let's just give it a, I don't know, 20. There you go. So that's the first 20 numbers in the Fibonacci sequence. And then we have the first 6 numbers from the Fibonacci sequence, which is basically, so that's basically all my test cases for now. I guess I guess I would prefer an iterative solution for Fibonacci, but yeah. So just for the sake of using recursion, that's about it for this practice.